Well, good morning. Joanne from Navigate Biz. We're trying something different today. We're using a new platform that we've not used before, really, StreamYard, and we've got Clubhouse on at the same time. So I'm waiting for my business partner, Nick Barnsley, to join me, but whilst I'm live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, I'll get going. So the topic today, it's all about passive income. And one of the things that we've been speaking about this for a little while this week, passive income. And we know that there's a lot of people out there that think that is the be all and end all of being in business, is creating income, that it just comes through. You don't have to think about it. And it just is a set and forget thing. Well, you know what? There's a bunch of things that you need to do first before you can get to that level. So I thought I'd do a quick live today and walk through what we believe at Navigate Biz might be the steps that you should do to get to be able to be at the point of being able to derive a passive income. And then let's just explore a little bit. Is it a set and forget? Let's just be really clear. Let's a few details. So the first thing that you need to be really mindful of is, have you identified the product, the service? So this doesn't matter whether it's a thing, a pen, or a service. Doesn't matter what you're going to be selling. That's okay. A foundation of a successful business is making sure that you have a product that the market demands, that they have a need for it. You've done the research. Have you worked out and determined that there is a product or service that there's a need for? There's a gap in the market. You can stand out with your unique selling proposition, what makes you different from all the other people selling pens, books, coffee, services, whatever those things are. How can you be different so that you can grab people's attention? It's great that you can grab their attention, but if you're going to sell this something, let's say the pen, I'll stick to the pen because it's simple, like you can see it in my hand. If you're going to sell this pen, there's lots of people who sell pens, right? So what you're going to make sure is, what makes your pen different? And what will people be prepared to pay for it? Is it a high-end pen that you want to sell it for $100? Well, great. You might believe the value is there and that it's worth $100 for people to pay. But check your market, do the research. Who are your competitors? Who else are doing it that they've got people buying pens for $100? Or is it a mass produce that it's $1? So the whole different proposition again. But you need to do your research to work out, well, are there people out there who will buy this product or service, and what are they prepared to pay? What, therefore, does that product that you're selling it for, is it going to give you a sustainable business? Like if it's a $100 pen that's going to give you $1 profit, you've got to sell a lot of pens to build a sustainable business. Or is it a $100 pen that you're going to be able to consistently sell it for with a profit of, say, 40%, whatever that number is whatever's what left sufficient to put back in the business to keep it building and growing and give you the lifestyle that you need? So they're really important pieces about the product or service that you sell before you go down the path of passive income. Is there a market? Can you sell it at the right price that you can build sustainable profit, that you can put a portion of it back into the business and a portion that you can then enables you to do all the things that you want to do? So that's your next piece that you need to be really clear about is, why did you start this business? Why does this business exist today? And what are you aiming for it to do for you in business in the long term? And what's your exit strategy? You're planning to sell, for somebody to take you over, to merge with someone, for you to step away as the hands-on boss and just keep a helicopter view and have bring people in to manage and run it for you. And so that's succession planning and management progression and making sure you got the right person to manage this business for you. Or are you planning to walk away? You're planning to franchise? All these things need to be in the back of your head. Don't have to be absolutely defined, but back in your head so that you can build the business and grow the business with that end game in mind. And so when the business is successful, what does that look like for you? What does success in your business mean for you? Does it mean that you can be, you can go into philanthropic activities? You can give back to business and community. Is it a lifestyle for yourself and your family? Is it being able to give a lifestyle to your staff, a lifestyle and a feeling for your customers, lifestyle and quality of life for your suppliers? Because they're all in business, right? So all these elements need to be determined. As you're going through this, you need to create a brand that is on point and a brand that is consistent. And your brand is not just the pretty colors that you use and the words, the logo that you've got and the fantastic website that you've got. It's how you speak about your business, the tone of your business. It's understanding in your business what's not negotiable. What won't you not do to protect your brand and your business? That's really important, that you are really, really clear about that. And you turn up and consistently speak the same way about your business. You've determined your vision, your purpose, your values, all these things. Do you know what all sits over that? Is your commitment to your business. So there's a lot of people out there that I question, are they absolutely committed to their business, or is the business just paying them a salary? So therefore, for me, those people are employees. They have the employee mindset still. So you need to knock that out of your head and get the employer, the business owner mindset. Because you know what? You're going to have days that go to custard. There are going to be days that are hard and challenging and difficult for you, right? So what you need to be mindful of is when you can tap into what success looks like, what your goal looks like when you achieve it. If you can tap into those every day, and for me, I write them down every day in my planner. I write my goals down as though they've already happened. I know scientifically it puts my mindset in the right frame of mind. I actually get goosebumps every time I write my goals down. And these are big, hairy, audacious goals that give me a thrill in the stomach and give me my hairs on my arms stick up. And they are the things that keep me going every day. The reason I write it down every day, it just sets my frame of mind, my growth mindset, ready to go every morning for a new day, because every day is a new day, a new opportunity. So they're the few things that I wanted to share. Once you've got those things in place, once you've got those foundations in place, then you can look at, well, okay, I've got a product and a service that's selling, it's profitable, it's sustainable. Is it a version of that product that you can then turn into a passive income piece? So this is considering passive income in your business. There's lots of different ways to generate passive income. You might decide to go down. Your business might be the mechanism, the trigger that enables you to build a property portfolio that gives you passive income through the rentals coming in. Again, it needs to be profitable and sustainable. Is it the stock market? Is it crypto? Is it other businesses that you invest in? Passive income can look like many things. It's not just turning a widget or a product or a service in your business into a subscription model and something that just is self-perpetuating. Your business could be the vehicle that lets you do other things that are your passive income. As I said, it could be property portfolio, shares, any of those things. Now, we're not financial advisors. It's just saying that passive income could look like many things. And so look at your business as the vehicle to achieve that. If it's going to be a product or service in your business, well, look at what you've got already. If you've got a product that looks like, this, and it's all packaged up beautifully, is there a lower entry point product version of that product that you can put on a subscription model that people can experience and enjoy? And if they want an upgrade, they get the beautifully packaged one. Comes in a box with a bow on top. This is virtual, of course. Or is there a gold and platinum version that has a lot more value added to it? So your passive income could be something that is building to your larger price products. That could be one way that it could look like. Or it could be a completely different product within your business that you go, right, I've built a strong business. It's sustainable. The products that I've built are enabling me to now go into different areas. I can now go into different online opportunities, locations, those sort of things. So there's lots of layers to this passive income thing. It's not a set and forget. It's not whacking up a website, putting it on Shopify and waiting for them to come, because that happens rarely. It does happen occasionally, and if it does, brilliant and fantastic. But you know what? Be careful, be mindful of, is it sustainable? There have been times that in my business life that I've experienced significant vertical growth, and that's it, thrilling and exciting and challenging and all those things and wonderful. But what you've got to be careful of, is it sustainable? Are you putting all your eggs in one basket and exposing yourself to a risk. If that fails, or if there's a challenge, what happens? What's plan B? What's plan C? So your passive income should be one of your strategies within your business. So I've spoken about a few tips. This is about 10 minutes, so this is all I wanted to go for today. Really define your product. Make sure there's a market. Is it profitable, and is the profit sustainable that you can put money back into the business to continue to grow it? Because staying small is definitely a strategy you should not implement. Go big, hairy, audacious goals. Go really big. Over $2 million in turnover, more than 5 staff. That is getting into the safe place for small business. Make sure your brand is consistent, what's not negotiable. Make sure you've got the systems in place to make all this happening. And check in with your commitment. Write down your goals every day. Make sure they're big. Make sure that they give you a thrill in the stomach. And I trust that's helpful. If you want to know more, you can go find us on NavigateBiz, NAVIGATE-biz.com. And we are on a mission. We have a YouTube channel. We've got so many videos on there. We've had over 60,000 views, but we want subscribers. So Nick and I have set a goal of 1,000 subscribers this year. So my ask of you, go find us on YouTube, Navigate Biz, and like and subscribe and get us onto YouTube. Hey Nick, you've joined us. I'm doing something clever here today. I'm on StreamYard. And it's working. It's very exciting. Very well. I just need to turn you up so StreamYard can pick you up. So I've just been speaking for the last 10 minutes or so, and I'll summarize what I've covered, and then if you've got anything else to cover, you can dive in and join. So I spoke about, this is about what should you do first before you dive into thinking that passive income is your only answer. And one of the pieces I spoke about was finalize your product, understand the need, the pricing. Is it a profitable, and is it sufficient profit to put back into the business and to grow it? Be consistent with your brand, have systems in place, and be absolutely committed, and write down your big goals every day so that it keeps you going. So that's a really quick summary of what I've just been saying for the last 11 minutes. But is there anything else you would like to join in on this?
Yeah, so I just, but hey, obviously coming at the back end from your summary there, I guess that's very business focused, and I guess most people are thinking about passive income as being whether they've got a share portfolio,
yes,
or they've got some rental houses or something like that, where their passive income is generated regardless of whether they leave the house or leave their bed
yes,
each day or not.
Yeah.
And people get really fixated on that early on.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot of work.
It does.
This is the bit that people don't quite appreciate sometimes. It takes a lot of work to get to a point where you do have a passive income. And behind that, I think you need to have a great big goal there to what does life look like with that passive income.
Yep.
And also, what is the time scale to get that? Now, my experiences, and hey, I'm an average Joe. It took a 20-year span for me to get to enough financial intelligence and enough assets to be able to get to that point. Now, there's obviously much smarter people out there, but I think that the general consensus would be is there's a lot of sacrifice, time, effort, energy over at least a 7 to 10 year period, regardless of where you set your sights at to get to that point. And I think that's where people fall short. So one is that be really patient with it. Make sure that your goals are big enough and encompass what you want, and then focus everything not on the wider bit, but on the initial main thing. I heard it say the main thing is the main thing.
Yeah.
So your main thing, what is deriving you the income now? You need to focus on that. Like, people try and go wide real early on.
Yes.
Especially when they think about passive income. I've got to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and don't keep all your eggs in one basket. And I've found the opposite to be true when you're starting with very small asset base or no asset base, is that you need to focus everything on your main thing and grow that to its of a size where you can then start to diversify. Everyone goes for diversification first.
Yes.
Because everyone's looking for that winning lotto ticket, especially when people are banning around this passive passive income this whole gig. What does that mean? Oh, I'm going to have a little bit over here, a little bit over there. And so, you know, when you split not a lot into a whole lot of not a lot pieces,
yep,
you know, all you've got is a whole lot of not a lot.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
And so, you know, you really need to get that singular point where what is my main vehicle to generate income, and I need to throw everything at that in the short term and the medium term so that I can get to a wider portfolio, which includes passive incomes, which can be your business.
Exactly. Yeah, and
people often forget. They think, oh, you know, hey, I'm just here as you know, I'm a plumber or a builder or a cafe owner or whatever, but my passive income goal is a property portfolio or a share portfolio. Hang on. If you're good at all that other stuff, you can build your business into a passive or a semi-passive. Probably never. Hey, nothing's ever 100% passive. So
indeed, needs work. Yeah.
Shit anyway.
Yeah.
So you always got to have your fingers in it a little bit, but yeah, basically it's a minimal input is what we're really talking about.
Yeah.
And you can own a business or several businesses and have minimal input by growing that, building a structure. Everything we say at Navigate Biz, building you to be $2 million a year or more turnover,
indeed.
5 or more staff to get into that sweet spot, which enables you to generate, you know, some kind of profitability back into the business, to keep growing that and then grow your structure out so that it actually only requires oversight from yourself.
Yeah.
And so, that's building something that's, as I say, minimal input and something that you've got a great deal of confidence in. But it takes time to do that with a business, you know.
It does indeed, and I did speak about that in that you consider your business as the vehicle to enable you to go and do those other things, like, as you said, the property, the share, and those sort of things, or to franchise your business, whatever those things are. But you know, the commitment needs to be in the business, and that, as I said, that's the vehicle to get you to where you want to be. But as I also mentioned, you've got to define, what does success look like for you when you get there, you know, and what are your goals, and to write them down every day.
Really going to get shot down with a ball of flames, but I'm going to quantify it, because I always, when I'm listening to something, I like to go, hey, give me some numbers, give me something that I can sort of work to, and so I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm going to say that unless you've got a net worth of at least 1 or 2 million, you should be throwing everything at your main thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, there is no point having, you know, $1 million and trying to then, I'm going to do first, I'm going to have a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of that. Now, that's contradictory to anyone else probably you're going to talk to.
Yes.
Because they're going to say, oh, you know, that's that. But you've got to go, what's your main thing that you're going to derive your income from? What is the main vehicle? You know, like, oh, I'm going to have a whole bunch of cars, but I've only got a certain amount of gas, so I'm going to split my gas across all these cars. No. One car, fill the tank up every month or every week, fill the tank up. So that car will get you as far as it possibly can. And that's what you need to be doing with your business. You know, so many people get to a point where they protect their family home, like, you know, that's their castle, and that is the holy grail. No, the business, whatever is deriving you your income is your holy grail.
Because your house doesn't do that, right?
House spouse, like, you get to the house, you know, if you don't get your business right, the house is going to go anyway. So forget about the house.
Exactly.
You know, people will just get these legacy
fixated.
Thoughts from granddad, great granddad, whatever. You know, people, all these old legacy thoughts that you know, I just want to get my family home, I want to have it all paid off. No. You need to grow your business. You need to throw everything at your business so that it's spitting off cash left, right, and center, and you can go and choose whichever home you ever want to have.
Exactly. You can do all those things then. Exactly right. Yes, exactly right. Very good. Well, I'm quite pleased, and I know this is live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter at the moment, as well as on Clubhouse. So I feel we've been rather clever today. And it worked, today. Like, we tried it. We had a technical issue the other day, and it's actually worked. So I'm trusting we get some great feedback. I have also asked everybody to go and find us on YouTube, because we have a mission. We have a goal to get 1,000 subscribers. We've got so many views, thousands upon thousands of views, which is wonderful. but we want to get subscribers. So if anybody, if they don't do anything else other than go and look at our website and find out about all the things that we do, go find us on YouTube. There's so much content on there. It's staggering. You'll get a lot of value out of that simply by subscribing. So, you know, help us get to 1,000 subscribers. We'll be pretty excited, people.
Yeah, so it must be some decent that anyone wants to have a listen, look at. So
yeah, indeed.
Please do jump in there. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you don't spend much time on YouTube, please jump in there, go and have a look. If you've already been in there and you have checked that stuff out and you haven't subscribed,
yep, click on the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Yeah, and
you the bell icon, get your notifications.
Indeed.
When something new comes out, but yeah, go and jump in there, help us out. If you've got 1 ounce of value out of the content that we've provided, please go and help us out by jumping into YouTube and subscribe. Indeed.
Well, I'm going to call it an end for the broadcast. You have an awesome day. And everybody, go find us on Navigate and go jump on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. And we will see you we'll see you again on Monday. We'll be going live again with a new topic.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day.
Ta-da.